BagFuel, baby.
Oh man, BagFuel.
This your episode, baby.
Heineken. ESSO, everyone sees sounds official. Know what I mean? We out in Jersey with my guy right here, Danny Sue, you know what I mean?
That's right. What's good, my boy?
Salute and
What's
respect.
good? Salute. It's that AMG shit right here. You know what I mean? New movement, old movement, but new movement. Just a different title, you heard?
Yeah, all right, well, as y'all know, we always discuss business and all that. We have regular conversations with these guys, you know what I mean? So this is the man that's behind Fetty Wap. And just talking when you left High, he told me he found Kodak Black too.
So where does this ability to find high-end superstars come from? Because there's guys, we see dudes every day, I got 20 artists and none of them ever hit, none of them are ever good. And you got Kodak and Fetty, not to mention all the other guys that come in that umbrella.
Yeah. Well, that shit come from like, first it come from like just being around a lot of states just naturally before the music. You know what I mean?
You said states or state?
States with an S.
Traveling
Around, yeah.
There we go.
You know what I mean? Having other areas, like other cities in the headlock, doing other things. You dig? You know what I mean? You get a lot of family, new family and shit that you come across. You know, it so happens my family live in Florida.
Okay, I spent time out there.
Yeah, so when I was in Florida, you know what I'm saying, I seen legit like bumping on the mixtape circuit. Like not even a mixtape, just going through Florida, how that shit go through. You know what I mean? And I was like, damn, who that? And my niece was like, oh, you playing Kodak Black, he hot, we like him. And I was like, word? I was like, that nigga hot, you feel me? So I passed it to, I got on the phone like about a week later, cause we was in the middle of the Fetty shit.
Okay.
You know, and Wartenberg from Atlantic, that's my guy right there.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Me and him, we did a lot of things together. You feel me? So I hit him up like, yo, Wartenberg, you know, I got this dude right here. I don't have him, but you know what I mean? This dude gonna blow next. He's like, word, Dan, how you see? How you figure that? I was like, he got the combination, you know, same type of combination that I saw in WAP in him. You feel me?
What was that combination?
Combination.
Or you keeping that as a secret sauce?
Nah, I could give it because, you know, I'm the creator of this shit. So he's from Florida, but I felt like New York and New Jersey, I love him because of his look. You know what I mean? So at the time, he was like climbing out a window or something in one of the videos, like in one of the projects down there where he from. You feel me? So I was like, damn, that little nigga like he from New York. You feel me? So once you get a New York person, if he feel like he could fit from New York, but he's in Florida, that's two states right there. So New York gonna accept the vibe, Florida already accepted it. That's more power. That's gonna give you more energy, get him more energy to go. So I told Wartenberg and he was like, bet, you know what I mean? And he took it from there, but I never went physically and got him. I just put Wartenberg on him.
You ain't getting no points or nothing like that for that? You ain't getting no, you ain't getting no nothing?
Nah, it's not about that half of the time. You dig? Especially when you friends, you know what I mean? You friends with guys and shit. Like I'ma always get money, so it ain't about always getting that money. You know what I mean? Like I make my points how I make them. I get them how I get them, but sometimes you just gotta give a little to get a little. You know what I mean? And that little gonna turn into a lot. And you know, relationships is better than money.
Every day.
You feel me?
I think every person, I went on shows and said that like maybe 2-3 years ago. Cause I was like one of the first people from the music business to be speaking in this YouTube and podcast and really telling what's going on. That's why he put me on to it.
Yeah.
And the first thing that I said was relationships. And I feel like every person that's come on that has made it big or is still big or on their way, the number one thing that they say is the key is the relationships. And I feel like that's what most of the younger generation don't value.
Yeah, they definitely don't. The relationships is so important that you can have all the money in the world and can't move no product to get more money. You know what I'm saying? So eventually the money you have gonna start getting lower and lower.
Am I bugging or is social media to blame for the lack of relationship building? Because now the immediacy of supposed success comes through. Oh, I just did 1,000 likes. Oh, everyone's in my DM. I don't gotta really hit my man Essa. I don't gotta hit my man Danny. I'm still active. It's still working. As opposed to saying, hey, there's gonna be a day you might only get 20 likes.
Exactly.
You think that might be a cause of it?
Nah, it's like the relationships is getting back in place right now. Like I see a lot of people building relationships because even the clout off the social media, you're gonna need more than that. You're gonna need somebody to talk to because you don't know what to do with the 20,000 likes. You don't know what to do with the 150,000 followers. You know, them relationships know what to do with them. It's like a chain. It's like a reaction. It's like a level to it. You know what I mean? So once you get them likes and you get them followers, you're gonna have to talk to somebody that know what to do with them. See, I know what to do with them. You know, if I get somebody that got a lot of likes and followers or some type of flow, that's me, I know where to take it to. I know what to do with them. I do my thing, build them up some more, and then boom, the relationships I got, they usually reaching out or I'm reaching out, and that's how we connect the dots. So what I see with the new generation now, they striving to do relationships now. It's hard, but I see them moving.
How does an artist fumble 100,000 followers or 20,000 likes where they need a Danny Suited to talk to them? What is the bridge, the connective part? As if they're watching this, because they can say, "Oh, he's gonna do it for them." Like, what is some examples of how you walk in?
How I walk it in is like once I have a radar that I'm out there. You know, I'm out there clocking for speeders. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like when it come across my radar, which is my team.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They notify me like, "Yo, we need to check this out."
Gotcha.
And then I'll check it out and I'll see what I could do with it. If it has some type of substance to it or some type of platform or, you know, I look at they real fans versus their followers and their engagement. You know what I mean? And then I'll take it like if you got a lot of followers like that, you bumping somewhere. So wherever that bumping is, I'm gonna find out where it's at and then I'm gonna go right to it. It don't matter what block, it don't matter what hood, any hood I'm good at. I go in any hood, do what I do. And then that's how I build that shit from there.
So is there a plan laid down for when Fetty comes home, or y'all just letting him, what I call just jail right now, and wait till he come out and then restart from that point?
Nah, Fetty situation, I haven't worked with Fetty since like 4 years now.
Okay.
Like 4.5 years. So that's my little, dun-dun, but at the same time, you know, I've been off of that project for a while now.
Okay.
You know, so whatever, Fetty is naturally talented, so whatever he do, he got it. So he always gonna have it, because he has talent first, and he got a good heart. So that alone gonna keep him in the mix. Like, he really got raw talent. He really could sing, he could rap, he could do whatever, he could play instruments, he could do all that shit.
Okay.
Like, he's really naturally talented.
That run in 2015, you're a part of that run, right?
Yeah, hell yeah. I'm the run.
Okay.
Me and my partner is the run.
I've heard them talk about it on Hot 97.
Is that your phone?
No, that ain't me. On Power 105. The only other run we saw something like that might have been when DMX dropped the 2 albums.
Yeah, I miss X.
You know, R.I.P. But like, how did you? Esso has broken it down, but like, how was that able to happen? To have 4 or 5 bangers in a row, back to back to back to back, nonstop, and some of them were all going off at the same time and they never collided. Have you seen that shit before?
Very rarely.
That shit happened. It's like,
What was it, business-wise, creative-wise? That's they call rollout. That's a bomb right there.
it's like when you connected in a lot of different states, you know a lot of people. Because I used to do parties too. You know what I mean? I used to throw parties, so that got me in touch with a lot of DJs and knowing how to deal with DJs and the radio personalities.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? But on our come up, like when we broke through a little bit, when we broke through kind of big through the city, through our city, Patterson, because Patterson, they support us like for real. They go hard. And then the tri-state area latched on. So looking at how that run came about, it's like we concentrate on good music first, on ourselves, like in that whole circle. You see how you hear that AMG shit? That's how RGF is.
Yeah.
RGF is the same way. You know what I mean? Like, we have the same nucleus. That's because I was part of the build-up for that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? With my other partner. You feel me? So that, like, once you see that the music is there, it's like you can't let nobody stop that creativity. And once we got that shit in our hands, we knew what it was. Like, my partner, he, you know, I was like, yo, what you think? He's like, yo, this is out of here. You know what I'm saying? I was like, all right.
But didn't it take y'all a while to get Fetty jumped off? They say it took like 2 years or so, right?
Nah, it only took like 7 months, to be honest, 7 months.
Do you think because you're so connected to so many people, that's why so many people felt like that they had to take credit for the helping Fetty get to where y'all got to?
Everybody done took credit for helping them.
Well, I could say this. I say it takes a nation to raise a kid. You know what I mean?
That's fair.
So when it take a nation to raise a kid, you got to salute everybody that kind of felt as though they had a part of it. You know, it was monumental. Like, that shit got into people. It wasn't just a song. It was a movement. You know, you felt that when Fetty come on, you feel that vibe. You feel that movement. You feel it. You know, you can't deny that. So a lot of people gonna passionately say they had something to do with it. And you can't, I wouldn't discredit them as much, you know what I mean? Because, you know, the ones that really had something to do with it, we know who it is. Like I told you, it was me, my partner, WAP, Monty, my other partner, G's, Knit the Grit, you know what I mean?
Knit the Grit,
Yeah, so we, you know, that was the main nucleus of the whole situation.
Those are the names I've always heard.
Yeah, I've never really heard too many other names, but I've heard people be like, well, I was the part and I helped to jump the record and I was the first one.
I hear that
you know
one,
what I'm saying?
Well,
I've heard that.
The ones that said they helped jumpstart the record, salute to them. You know, I appreciate it, you feel me? Like, you know, you did something for something. You know, it was a great time to be alive. It was a great time to be in it, you know, so.
That was like, there's things called moments, but it was surreal. Like, all right, boom, Trap Queen, then AZ, boom, then another one. I'm like, what the fuck? How is this possible? And they're all hitting, and each one was better than the next.
Yeah. That's the catch. See, the catch with that is it's like who you level up with. Like, you know, growing up in hip hop, you know, I went and got the, you know, we went and got the the heads of hip hop, man. At the time, you know. You got Leo Cohen. That's a big gun right there. You know what I mean? You got Kevin Loud. That's another big gun.
The Radio King.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Then you got Todd Moskowitz.
Another one.
Yeah.
Heavy hitters.
Yeah, you got Celine. Those are they geniuses. You know. So we put the big. We put them together. We all put each other together.
Gold medal team.
They're geniuses on the business end. That's what the people watching got to understand.
Yeah.
He looked at the fact that they were geniuses on the business end, and he merged the genius from the creative side, and that's what created the sonic boom, along with the relationships that he had already.
Like you would say, is the perfect marriage. It's really good music with insane business.
It's radio music with radio experienced people. Because they're on label. It's radio music with radio experienced people, because if they didn't have the radio records that was ring off, that played right into the hand of what Kevin Loud's could do for them. And Leo Cohen, because they came from Def Jam. See, people don't understand. They were there when Def Jam was popping. Def Jam was it. So when Def Jam let them go, they went over to Atlantic, and then they formed this and that, and then they put then Leon's with YouTube and this and that. All that stuff, it was all coming together even during that time. So you have a lot of arms that you can do a lot of things, along with the relationships that he has through his niggas and his throwing parties and event planning and the musical shit that he got going on. So you take all of that and you merge that up. It's symmetry for somebody to take off.
There you go.
With the DSP, the digital platforms being so big in the playlist, is this formula you did with Fetty still going to be the route you take, or has it expanded differently?
It changed dramatically.
Okay.
You know?
Did you realize that, or something happened, or?
Nah, it's just that like every 10, 15 years, evolution happens. You know what I mean? So it's like, no matter what was here 10, 15 years ago, there's going to be something new coming. You know, in that span. 10 to 15 years, there's always going to be a breakthrough of something new, something different, like the internet. You know, you go back to the 8-track, to the vinyl,
to the CDs,
to the cassettes, to the CDs, to the MP3s, to the iPods.
To the iPod.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So, like, we was like, when we came, we was selling physical copies too. Like, we really did our numbers with that. You know, and we also ushered in the digital aspect of everything. We sold a lot streaming like that too. You know, but like right now, streaming is music is at the best place possible now because it's like, it's digital. You can just at your fingertips. You could just go see what your project doing. You could see what your single doing. You know, you don't have to like
wait for somebody to tell you these numbers that you really don't know are the
Exactly.
numbers. But they don't know that side, that they
Yeah.
send you a check and then they be like, oh, well, these copies got broken.
Yeah,
And
there you
you
go.
really don't know
Yeah,
what
you don't know.
happened.
Yeah.
You just glad to get your check. You like,
Exactly.
oh, this shit, $2 million, this shit $300,000. I'll get to that later and do a forensic accounting later if I feel like I need to, but you couldn't track it like you could track it.
Nah,
now.
you can't. You could track it at like right there.
So financially, you like where it's at.
Financially, I like where it's at because it's like what you put into it, that's what you get out of it. You can't half step with this right now. You know what I mean? Because if you half step, this part gonna slow down when you need this part to pick up. You know, everything got to pick up at the same time. It's like a chain reaction.
So what are you gonna take from what you did with Fetty to get to the top and how you found Kodak and passed them on? With these 30 artists that you telling me that you signed already, and you said soon it's gonna be 50.
Yeah.
And I said, how the fuck you gonna deal with 50 artists at one time?
It's all like just running a big ass business. Like I'm not a person that's just running a little business. Anything I do is big.
Within scale, macro.
Yes, that's where the major cities coming at. That's where I come from. You know, if I could pick up the phone in any major city, any major hood, and they gonna pick up because of the relationship we got. You know, over the years for whatever else that we used to do. You understand what I'm saying? So everything is a marketing plan. So it's just like Coca-Cola or Pepsi. You could be in Europe and you know they got food and drinks over there that you're not gonna like sometimes because it's not.
It don't taste the same.
It don't taste the same. But when you see that Pepsi, you like, let me get that. You know what I mean? So it's like branding. So I'm pushing my brand throughout the states. You know, and everybody that's on my brand is supporting the brand. You know, it's no one small enough or big enough to be on my plan. Everybody get a chance that fuck with me. You feel me? Like that's just what it is. Like, cause everybody, if I got, say for instance, you see how music is now. You see how New York is. You hear the radio stations. At one point, I heard everybody complaining they playing all down south music. You feel me? I wasn't upset with it. You know, because if they playing down south music, we must have fumbled the ball up here. You feel me? So what happened when Fetty came out? Nobody didn't know he was from Jersey. You know what I mean? Everybody thought he was a down south artist.
I did it first.
Yeah, so that's how, if you notice, like the same recipe I use that I seen with Kodak, it was the same thing with WAP. You know, Atlanta already thought he was from Atlanta. You feel me? So we already got that too. You feel me? And then we already got Jersey and New York, because New York, the Bronx was supporting us. That was our number one fan, the Bronx.
Interesting.
Yeah.
With that Trap Queen, niggas in the Bronx was going crazy over Trap Queen.
You feel me? So when we came through, that's like we conquering 3 states on an opener, like just coming out the gate because of the sound. And that's the today's sound now. Like the sound that we made, that was a sound made off of just straight from the gut, from the soul, from the vibe. Like because we all stay together. You know what I mean?
So you're saying the AMG Influence is what, drives the radio formula right now?
Yeah, I would say that. I would say that.
So tell me what the plan is with the artists, though. So you got partnerships with these people in all these different states. So if somebody got an artist out there, you co-managing with them, or you signing them and they manage them? It's an in-house type of thing. What's the setup? If you don't mind telling us.
My setup is like this. It's like we got management and we also had a label. Okay. So it's like, if you come to me with an artist and you serious about your artist, I love that you serious about your artist, so I will expect you to control your artist.
Gotcha.
You understand? And if
That's what I wanted to know.
If you coming to me, then you coming to me for something that you don't have. So I would respect that you respect that's what you coming to me for. So, you know, you got some people that come and talk about like, yo, nah, we need this, that, and the next. And I'm like, well, if you feel as though you need this, that, and the next, then you don't need me. Because it's not happening with you already. Like it's not taking it there. So, you know, it'd be better if you come to the table and show me your product. And show me what you did already, and I'm gonna tell you what I could do.
I know majority of times it's gonna be different requests or needs that artists are asking from what you're providing, but what's the common theme you see they be asking the most when you get so many people coming through the door and you're like, damn, why people don't know about this, or why they asking about this one the most?
Nah, I don't understand that
All
part.
right, like meaning like if somebody was going to a chef and the number one thing they all asking is like, what's the best way to cook a steak? But that same chef can be like, yo, I have people asking about cooking eggs and spaghetti. Is there something that the majority of these artists are asking you that you be like, that's
Nah, they don't ask me too much. They just want a chance. You know, they just want a shot. You know, and they expecting my expertise or my history to give them a better shot than they had before they walked in the door.
So it's an expectation.
Yes, it's definitely an expectation. And a lot of them want to be with a team. You know what I mean? Like, it's like a lot of them don't have a team. They might have one other person.
Yeah.
But you can't do much with that. You know, you see how when we formulated with Kevin Lyles and Leo Cohn and Wartenberg and, you know, and Todd Moskowitz, you know, they brought something to the table. Like, you know, they business acumen was superior. It was great.
What did each one of them bring that was just so vital to the formula? I mean, I know that's a really...
Nah, I could tell you, that shit. Leo, he just bought the big guns. Whatever you say you want, he gonna get it. Like, he don't give a fuck. He tell me like, yo, Danny, I got the gun. Just tell me where to shoot at. And when I tell him where to shoot, when I ask him, yo, you ready to shoot? You ready? He say, you fucking right, I'm ready to shoot. So he'll shoot that motherfucker. He ready. You know, and then Kev, he the silent executioner. While we talk about shooting a gun, Kev done already been at different brands, calling different people all over the country. Like, by the time we finish shooting that, he like, we got this lined up.
Yeah.
And then Todd just the expertise motherfucker. He just pay attention to, you know, he pay attention to the eyes, to dot the I's, to cross the T's. He just mean with it. He know talent too. All of them know talent, but they execute on a business level so mean. It's like you don't have to really like, you don't have to clean up they shit. They shit is just there, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They like the baking soda.
Got you.
When you cooking up.
What percentage you think that is the business compared to the music?
In the beginning, okay, we could do it like this. In the beginning, that percentage with the business is probably, the music is 90% in the beginning. But once you start to elevate, the business become 90% and the music become 10%.
When you say elevate, give a description. Is it a hit single? Is it you're getting booked for shows? What is that moment where it just switches?
It's the movement. It's like you'll know. Like everything is gonna be going up at the same time. It's just like you'll wake up one day and your shit just numbers going crazy. Like social media, Instagram, you know what I mean, Twitters. And then once that happens, it's like the phone start to ringing. You'll be surprised how people get your phone number. You know what I mean? And there's always somebody knows somebody.
Anybody that got your number that threw you off? That hit you like, yo, you like, how the
Yeah. Yeah.
I got one of those calls too. Who was yours?
Well, we was moving already, but the one that threw me off was, what's my man name? Clyde Davis. For the Grammys.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Wow.
And it was like I got the call from another one of my guys, Tubby.
Yeah.
He was like, damn.
Oh, Tubby, that's my dude.
Yeah, that's my dude. He said, damn, I got somebody that need to talk to you. He gotta ask you something. So I was like, word. But he was sounding like he whispering a little bit. So then I never understood it because Tubby, when he talk, he talk. So when he was like, yeah, he put him on the phone. He said, it's Clyde. So he said, Clyde. I said, Clyde Davis? He's like, yeah. He's like, hey, Danny. So I start whispering to Clyde Davis, what's up, Clyde? You know what I mean? So,
You've been in the streets too long,
yeah,
Danny.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yo, it's just, that's how that shit be. It shit just,
Yeah.
It just carries over.
It carries
whispering,
over.
so you're like,
Yeah, you just get into it. You just get into
the
it.
mode,
You just get into the mode automatically.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, it fucked me up though. And I was like, I thought about that shit. I was like, yo, I was whispering to him this shit. And we had our conversation, and I was like, I said, whatever he asked me, I told him it was kind of hard because WAP ain't want to do it really.
He didn't want to do the Grammys?
Nah, WAP don't like none of that. Like it's sort of how, he just don't like he don't like all that. Like if WAP had it WAP way, WAP just want to make music and put it out and that's it. All the Grammys, the award shit, he don't.
Not the touring either?
The touring, he likes the touring when he likes it, but when he don't, he don't. Everybody get a little winded, a little tired. But at the same time, I just taught him how to take breaks. You know what I mean? Like when it's downtime, relax. Because it's coming right back. We got a lot of hits.
Talk about, because one thing Esso had said too, he was running 100 miles per hour and he didn't know how to take a vacation. Not to say he ain't never been on a vacation, but
it was 7 years. I went 7 years straight and I didn't know about a vacation.
So when you say how to take a break, what does that mean? Because some people be like, why can't you just, because artists have responsibilities, obligations. Once you become that brand, it's like, I gotta talk to Danny every day. I gotta sign these checks. So how do you sequence an artist of that magnitude, give them the break mentally and physically?
It's not.
What's the rollout?
The rollout is not a real rollout because it's just, you gotta stay right next to the artist. You just gotta be there. You gotta sleep in the same house.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you could give them a rollout and that rollout.
I roll it right out the window?
Yeah, you go in the backyard by the pool and the fucking paper, and it's cold out. The paper on the grass blowing in the wind.
Yeah.
So it's no rollout. It's just having your team. And fortunately, in the beginning, like we had a great team. You know what I mean? And we did everything we had to do to execute what was coming our way.
So what's up with your team now, though?
I got a great team now, a hell of a team. Everybody in position. They in position to win. They listen. They ready to go,
Are you mirroring them from what you knew what worked last time and you finding the moving parts to place them in their spot?
It's like I'm playing chess all over again.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? A bishop, I could beat you with a bishop. You know what I mean? I could beat you with a rook. You know what I mean? You be concentrating on my queen, and I'm about to tear you up. You know what I mean? So, like my team, I do mirror them. Like my nephew, Money. You know what I mean? And my other man, F Baby, and Nene. You know what I mean? They doing a lot of work, and I put them out there by themselves. I don't babysit them. I don't go with them. They gotta learn that shit on their own. Like we just had one of our artists, Brazio. You know what I mean? That's the one that's Brazio dropping on January 27th.
Okay.
You feel me? He had 2 shows with Beanie Siegel. You know what I mean? I didn't go to the shows. The team went. You know what I mean? They figured that out. They got there. They did everything right. Like honestly, I just throw them in the mix. Like, this is what we got to do, and do it. And then they do it.
They don't ever call you to be like this or like that?
Nah, because my team is self-made. That's the difference. Like, so they know how to handle responsibility. Like, they was made before they even got on my team. Like, whatever I got, at some point, they damn near got just as much at a certain point in their life. So they know how to juggle the shit, and they know how to juggle responsibilities. We started from building blocks on the block. You know what I mean? That hand-in-hand shit all the way up to making this shit conglomerate. You know what I mean? So once they had that, they knew what to do.
What are some obstacles you help teach these artists to be mindful of, be aware of, to not get trapped up? Because like you said, you've seen Monty, you've been through with Fetty, you've been through with Kodak. So it becomes like a machine. You're like, I know this is gonna come. Are they ready for this? Let me get them ready for what's coming.
It's like living with them all the time. because that shit comes so many different doors. So many doors start opening. And I'm talking about negative doors. I mean, sometimes we'll be somewhere and I'll wake up and we got 20 new niggas around us. And I'm like, damn.
How does that happen?
It's
just like mess. If you don't clean it up, it just
get out of hand.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then, you know, like, it'll be 20 new people, and I'm like, who that? And they was like, yo, that's such and such. You know, it get to the point where I'm looking like where I go places and I'm like, damn, we got a lot of niggas. Like, well, we got beef or something, but I know we don't got no beef. You know what I mean? Because beef ain't beef no more with me. It never was beef because we know how to handle that beef. You feel me? So technically, when I got to this part, I never had no enemies. You know what I mean? So where the enemies gonna come at now?
Internally?
That's small. You know, that's like if you reach back to the eternal enemies, which it wasn't, but if it was created through envious or jealousy, then that's another thing. Some of them, you just gotta let that shit go. That shit ain't about nothing because when you on your rise to the top, there's gonna be a lot of roadblocks and pitfalls. And if you take that bait, you're gonna be just like your enemy, right there with them. You know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta let that shit go. Everybody gangsta out here now. Everybody tough. Like, it ain't no sense to being tough. I'm not tough. I'm not a gangster. I'm a regular motherfucker. You feel me?
What's some roadblocks? Because Jersey got a lot of talent, mad talent,
Massive.
all through Jersey, big ass state. What is the roadblocks preventing Jersey from being a hub like Atlanta, like New York was,
Memphis.
like Memphis is trying to become? What the fuck is preventing Jersey from getting
Jersey got a lot of energy, and they have a lot of ego. You know what I mean? Jersey, because you know we right next to New York, so we always poke our chests out like fuck that. It's New York, it's Jersey. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, that could stop your progress because you're not networking with Jersey. Like, you try to network with Jersey, and some Jersey people will be like, they get with you, and then they try to tell you what to do. So the thing about that, I tell Jersey, just do a lot more studying. So when you do network with people, you know what you networking for. You know what I
Y'all
mean?
got a lot of major shit. Fetty, Queen Latifah, Naughty by Nature,
But let's do it like
Redman,
this.
Joe Budden.
Lords, Joe Budden. So y'all got mad people in the game. And it's way more than what we named.
Yeah, that's the tip of the iceberg.
That's just a few. You know what I mean?
That's just a few.
Y'all got niggas that act, songwrite, do movies.
And when nobody moves to Long Island no more, they move to Jersey.
Niggas move to Jersey.
Jersey, yeah.
So everybody, you know what I'm saying? So what
Yeah.
the fuck is the problem with Jersey uniting? Because we from New York come over to Jersey and we uniting over with Jersey
With
niggas
Jersey
easy.
niggas, yeah.
We come fuck with Jersey niggas
Easy.
Y'all got
easy.
good, great food spots on the
Yo,
road.
your word is born. You know what I'm saying?
There's restaurants I've been there, I'm like, man, fuck this
So
city.
it gotta be something. Do you think it's some of them rock with New York and some are rocking with Philly? Do you think that prevents it?
You think the size of the state? Maybe?
The size of the state that y'all are far apart? Like what could it be? Could it be a radio station? I said this a long time ago. Y'all don't got your own station.
That too, I will, we don't have our own station. But we did have our own station because we had college radio stations that was over here.
Yeah.
You understand? But that wasn't major. Jersey just need to just chill, take a break, just holler at your Jerseyans. Get with each other. They don't, most Jersey, we don't link up like that. Like on Fetty's second album, the first album's gonna get you there. But that's just to keep you there a little bit. The second album that's the bread on the butter. Like the butter on the bread, like now you eating good, now this is more all profit. So
See, I don't want people to overstay what you just, so usually that first album, people they think the artist got money.
Yeah.
They don't really be like that.
Yeah. Now you make that money.
Off the shows and all that different type of
like
shit.
when we get our money, like when we got money, you know what I'm saying? I always had money. So when my checks came in, I didn't have to buy a lot of shit that everybody else had to buy because I already had it. You see what I'm saying? So some of us, we get that money, we got to get ourselves out the hole first. Then we got to get our friends out the hole. Then we got to get our family out the hole. you know.
And then I get to eat.
Then you start to understand what it's about. You know, you get to eat, but you still got to understand. So now when you get this next 2 million, it's like, yo, this 500,000, putting that up, I ain't never touching that. Or that's going to real estate. You know what I mean? And then this 100 going to the stock market. You feel me? You got to build your 401k because we don't have 401ks. You feel me? People from the hood, they don't know nothing about that.
See how you broke down that whole element. So I know you're telling these artists that. How difficult is it, or did you just have to yank their money to protect them? Kind of like how Iverson's manager did with the Reebok deal.
Steve Stout did that.
Yeah, Steve Stout, where he's like, yo, man, just put this million.
You deferred the 50 million.
Have you done that before?
We done it. I done it, but it's hard. It's hard.
It's nasty with an
artist.
nasty.
Tell them why it's nasty. I know why, but let's.
It's a state of mind thing. Like you can't take Bubba Chucks, who's under the NBA umbrella.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Who, although he might have been wild in doing that, he had a different style of structure compared to what a rapper got.
Yeah.
He even got retirement. Whether people think about it or not. Once he played a certain amount of years, he even got retirement. He got dental. He got all different type of things. When you deal with a rapper, I'm paying for everything, my dude.
Exactly, everything.
I don't have nothing. I'm in a different bracket where they're not gonna give me shit. I don't know shit. So I'm paying for all my shit. So now when you telling me to put this shit aside, Danny, I can't put that shit aside.
That's what you sound like. You sound like
I've been a manager for 20 years. I mean, listen, I managed Rock Wilder, and he wasn't a rapper, and he made a lot of freaking money. And I used to try to tell him certain things, and it would be like, nah, I can't do that like that because I don't live that life, bro.
WAP say OG. I'm like, come on, WAP. He like OG. I'm like, come on, WAP, put that. But he WAP listen. Like WAP never he listen. WAP never go broke. He spent a lot of money, but he'll never go broke because he got a good heart.
Because I used to be like, yo, he pay a lot in child support. What the fuck? Yo, and I'm like, he ain't putting out no singles, and he's like mad. I was looking, I'm like, and you never heard he had money issues.
That's crazy. Too. I'm not gonna lie.
Because, yo, the amount he's paying, I'm like, yo, bro, that's a lot of fucking money.
And I would be like, he's not putting no records out right now. You know what I'm saying? And that drives the shows. And I was even like, how the fuck is he paying all of this money? And then you still gotta stay focused.
You gotta be fresh, relevant.
You gotta be, you know, it's a lot of transactions going on. You know
definitely is. It definitely was. It's just that, like, WAP the type of artist that, like, we streaming no matter what. So it's always gonna be checks coming in. Every quarter he got something coming in. You feel me?
So you got your letter directions in and all that, so you getting that forever.
Nah, I ain't.
I'm just asking.
Rough estimate, what's a good number of streams per month to make everyone feel comfortable? Like 10 million streams a month?
10 million is a good stream.
That's 120 million streams a year, though. That's a lot of fucking streams, bro.
It's really not a lot, but it is a lot.
Niggas is doing 10 million effortlessly.
10 million a month. 10 million a month is great.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That's good.
Oh, niggas doing that.
Yeah. Effortlessly.
Okay.
Especially if they get on Rap Caviar, it's up.
Yeah, they doing that 10 million, that's a good number. You know, if you was doing 5 million, 3 million is good for independent. You know what I mean? A month. You feel me?
Independent, 3 million. Because you eat all the money. Because you eat the money to yourself. You don't got to bust the money down with the label.
Well, the independent is still independent label, still independent management.
Okay,
you still need people to help you with that.
Yeah. No, but I'm talking about because that deal. See, a lot of people don't know about this shit. When you sign with the label, they automatically get like 87% of the stream, and y'all don't even see it.
Yeah,
so the streams that you're regularly on the independent, you could do way less streams
and get more money.
And get more money. You know what I'm saying?
But that's not really the case because it's like even if you get your lowest percentage from a label, it's still more than you getting sometimes, majority of the time from the independent because you really gotta bust through with the independency.
Gotcha.
Like if you bust through and you doing 2 million a month, 3 million a month, all right, now we on to something like that's different. You could really operate like that. You can get your merch in order. You could get your business intact. You know, you could get on these shows. You know what I mean? They gonna reach out. But before that, it's a struggle.
So artists that be complaining about their streaming money is essentially because they're not doing enough streams.
That's all it is. You're not
There you
doing
go.
enough streaming. That's it.
What would you recommend for somebody if they don't have a budget? How can they get their streaming up?
Yeah, what's the rollout?
It's being unique. It's just being themselves. Like the world that we live in the way that social media bring each individual person to everybody's doorstep. Like right before you go to bed tonight, you could be on your phone and looking at Instagram and you looking at Shorty from Memphis somewhere.
Yeah, sure.
You know what I mean?
In front of her house.
Yeah, and she see you looking too if you on a live. So it's just like everything is right here. Everything right now is weird how life creates because that invention of a lot of things reinvent other things like the microwave. You cook food 3 minutes. That's the same thing with IG. You know, 3 minutes. TikTok, 2 minutes. Like it's just right there. You don't have to go. You could just take your phone, order something off your phone, never speak to nobody, and it's shit here.
You know what's ill?
You know what I mean? So
We're so into it, right? We don't understand. You just really revealed to me the connectivity of social media because they said once television was invented, it was detrimental to tourism.
yeah,
Because now people never felt the need to go see Mount Rushmore. Because on TV,
It's
they
on
felt
TV.
like, I saw it already.
Yeah.
So now, think about it. I'm looking, I'm like, yeah, it's right there in front of my face. I'm
Exactly.
connected. I've seen people talk to him. They're like, that's my nigga.
Yeah, they do be saying,
Yeah.
they be tripping me out.
yeah,
They
yeah.
talk about him like he's famous. He don't even want to. He's been famous for 3 months, and he's just like, "Ah, nobody know me." I'm like, they know you. So that's interesting.
That's the social media for you. And sometimes you like you said, I know you know it. People come to you and say, my nigga, yo, I'm your man. And you're like, damn, where I remember you from? You feel me? So I say, put your number in my phone. You know what I mean? And then when you put it in there and I push send, I'll say, oh, that's such and such. Like my whole contact describes where I met you at.
Yo, but dude, I just did that fucking Cormega shit, nigga. You must have had to put the name of his company,
Yeah, you gotta put
Cormega
everything.
next
Yeah,
to
you
it,
gotta put everything.
where I met him at,
Yeah,
the whole
because
shit.
if you don't, a lot of people get in their feelings.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, so it could be, say for instance, Carmega, it could be his boy, which might be just a real piece to the Carmega puzzle.
Yeah.
But if that nigga feel like, damn, this nigga be acting all funny and shit. Nigga act like he ain't know who I was. And I'm like, homie,
Nigga, I don't know who you was.
Yeah, but then he'd be like, yo, nah, but we was in South Beach, we pop bottles, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh yeah, you is my man. Cause by the time the end of the club and shit done went on in the club, niggas stood up.
You did,
this, that, and next,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
So you salute them and you respect that. But that's why I tell them, like, if I know you, just say it. Come to me, holler at me. I'm still a street nigga at the end of the day. So if you over there grilling, I don't know what you grilling for.
That's a threat.
I don't eat beef, so I don't got no motherfucking burgers on that grill. You feel me? So, just come approach me in a respectful way.
What elements of the street world did you implement that's ingrained that it's needed for your business model?
Everything.
Yo, he said nothing's left over.
Yeah, nothing left. Everything. Anything that you learn in the streets, that's corporate. It's just cleaned up. You put me in a suit and tie, you'd never know I was in the street. Take the gold fronts out. Yeah, they just as mean. They get dirty. Everything's grimy, but you live. It gets you tough skin. You learn more. You lose, but you learn. But if you lose right, you're gonna gain a lot more. Cause you like, I don't like that lesson right there. I ain't going down that road no more. So now you're gonna avoid that. And you don't gotta do it, but it's gonna elevate you more.
What's a corporate lesson you ain't like? That you're like, oh, I don't like that.
The politics and that comes with corporate, and you gotta always respect the corporate structure. You gotta the chain of command. You gotta respect that. They there for a reason. Some people feel as though you jump over a lot of people, and that person like.
They gonna remember that.
They gonna remember that, and they the one gonna have a hatchet, nigga.
They be waiting.
Deal
they
on
be
the
waiting.
table, $20 million.
Nah, it's not
Get ready to
happening.
sign. Yeah, they
They
happen,
gotta pull
though.
that back.
Yeah. So That's why I tell people, man, be careful what bridges you burn. Cause them shits you gonna need them to walk across them.
Because
know?
There's a lot of people in this game we done seen. They're like, I'm burning every bridge. I'm like,
I just put up a post about burning bridges that Marlon Wayans said. He said, white people, they get mad and they get off the phone, but they'll still pick up the phone and they'll call you back to do a deal.
Yeah.
Black people, they be like, nah, I'm not fucking with this nigga no more, and they burn the bridge. He said, white boys, they don't burn the bridge. They keep their cities popping.
Yeah,
they gonna make it so you can walk across that bridge and come and get some money, and that's what we don't do. On another end, what do you love about the game? Because we always talk to people about what they don't like. What do you love
about the game? It's like this is like everyday shit. Like this the new block. You know what I'm saying? I used to be on blocks and we used to have the dodge bullets and throw bullets. All that shit that comes with it. It's the same thing most of the time, but without the bullets. You feel me? Like we recording, but after we do our job, it's the club.
Yeah.
And the club might not necessarily be in New York or further somewhere in Jersey. It could be right here. You know what I mean? Everything that you ever want to do is right here between. You got fashion that come with this music. You know what I mean? You got entertainment that come with this music. You got sports that come with the music. You got everything. Like it's a family, and they all tied in together no matter what.
Money come with the music.
I think the explosion of wealth and the massive amount of wealth that can come extremely fast is also enticing because there's a real estate mogul, SO and I know, and he's successful. And he said the money I could make off of TV and music in 9 months, it would take me 40 houses to flip.
For sure, yeah. That's what my partner, flipping NJ Caesar.
Oh, with Envy.
Yeah. That's me and Nick Guy. You know what I mean? And we've been with him since damn near day one. Gotcha. So I mean, you make money in the real estate, you make money in the music. But if you get a hit in music, it's way more money than a hit in real estate. But it's really not, because I could catch a 30 unit in a zone that's probably gonna be enterprises where they gonna build a lot of other shit around it before anybody else know. And I might pay $300,000 for it and cost me $200,000 to fix up. So that's like,
what you selling that for?
I ain't selling it. I ain't selling it. Why sell it?
Well, no, I mean, okay, so what type of money, so I said the wrong question. You put in that $100,000. How much money are you looking for that to bring you back?
30 on an average, 30 times, 30 times, you got it?
Other way. You want the...
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, 30 times... say 1,300, 1,400.
Okay.
It's
monthly.
Monthly, and that's coming every month.
Okay.
One thing about what I learned about doing business out here, you can buy these shirts and, you can buy these jeans and these cars. One thing for sure, everybody that I know, they always need a place to live. So that's always going to be. You can't priority. You can't make no more land. So I suggest you buy land and buy real estate. Because that's the residual income. That's the income that's gonna keep coming. It might be lower.
Everybody says that, but I feel like it's not sexy. And if you don't have a link, like you got a link with the dude that's doing it, it becomes hard. It becomes a job that you have to delve into. Unless you find somebody that you trust that you could do that shit.
That's the big part. Finding somebody you trust.
Yeah.
That's the thing
but
with
you know why
Caesar.
it's sexy? If you think about it, go to school, go to college, get a good job. Now, music, artistry's always been sexy. But you know what wasn't sexy before Corona? Selling stocks.
Yeah.
Selling stocks is sexy now.
Because of GameStop.
Yeah.
So now if we getting guys like Danny Sue, Caesar, Envy, then Esso comes in, this is how we gonna flip it. I'm about to turn. And
I'm buying my first joint in June with my wife.
Yeah.
See?
It just takes.
You starting.
Yeah.
That's the start of it. That's your first
Danny
joint.
gets the camera crew with WAP. And gets with all the new artists. This the play right here. Then we're gonna build a label right there. Now people get to see why it's beautiful.
Exactly.
This is why we get to sleep. So when the recession hits, everyone still gotta pay their rent on time. If they don't, the government's gonna give them some money, leeway, we still get our money on time.
Yeah, there you go.
It just
And you could do Section 8 apartments too. It's a lot of different things.
It's a lot of it's a lot of different.
Where
angles.
they pay you the money per unit.
Because there's a guy
and
by the
shit
name
like that.
of Manny Koshbin. He made all his money real estate, but he's known because he has all these extravagant cars. But the way he flips property in Texas, everyone's like, yo, bro, this guy has 7 Bugattis. He's making the real estate game look sexy to young white boys in Cali.
Exactly.
So, you know.
But I'm talking about just investing. If you're Danny Sue or you're us and we're doing this right here, right? We want to make money off of real estate. We're not gonna go find the cribs and do all the work. We need somebody that's trusty like he got with Homeboy that's partnered with Envy.
Yeah.
So we can say, all right, well, we got some money. We gonna go in with you and we gonna make your thing bigger and better. You know what I'm saying? That's how we can prop. So that's the part that I said it's hard for us. That it's not sexy for us because we don't have the people or
Let me ask you
the
this.
people we trust.
The lifestyle of an artist, if we couldn't see them in the cars with the women, being in the club, you think a lot of people would really want to rush to be in this game? Think how many music people came into the podcast game because of you. Because now they get to see it.
Innovator.
I think you got to go in reverse. Show your results from real estate, then show the grittiness, and then show it.
I'm not mad at that.
Because all they seen, because if I'm going around with Danny and Ghost is filming it, he has to show where, you know, the contractors are gonna come. How you're not gonna get finessed. Then what you're gonna pay in property tax.
But he got to pull up in that Maybach or Bentley.
Now if he pulls up and says, I'm gonna show you how I pay for this in my sleep. You wanna see how we do it?
Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom. And guess what? The ladies love me for it, because they know I pay on time.
You pay on time.
That's it.
Yeah.
I think it's just a reversal of success. Especially in our culture, we want to see the results before we want to hear the information. Sadly.
Well, that's taking it back to like when you say like what's up with Jersey, and because we got so many artists, and it, like even with the real estate, it's like if you want to be in a boys club, you got to act accordingly. Got to respect certain things.
Protocol.
You know what I mean? A lot of people don't respect protocol.
Never.
A lot of people don't know how to network.
But
you know what I mean?
Do you think that's because, you know, people don't go outside? One of the things, especially in New York, the arrogance, dudes would come to Jersey and not know. You're going to get slumped in Patterson. You're going to get slumped in Jersey City. Niggas like, oh, it's the Holland Tunnel. Think how many dudes went upstate, got slumped.
Yeah, got slumped. And down south,
That-
never made it
come
back.
on, bro.
You know what I mean? Yeah, it's like I tell DJ Quick said a long time ago, there's a lot of other places hitting harder than where we from.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They slumping people everywhere.
How about this? You and Essa know it's even protocol on how you go to Roscoe's.
Yo, yeah.
Yo, when he sat down and broke, he's like, if you this type of artist, you go to this Roscoe's. I'm like, what are you talking about?
You go to Gower and you hold yourself down. You go to Gower and you hold yourself down there. Still, you still go at the off time.
You still gotta go
1
at the off
o'clock.
You hear this?
Unless you got security. If you got security, then it still could get crazy. But you know what I mean? It all depends on what type of
That's
attention
all it
that you
is.
want for yourself.
That
Exactly.
protocol word is, I mean, you know, it's ego. I'm this nigga. And I'm like,
Yeah, even if you this nigga, you still gotta walk cautiously, no matter where you is. You don't know what type of day that person had.
Yeah.
You don't know what's up against his wall, what he gotta deal with. So those are people that's coming to try something on you. So you, just like the hood that you grew up in. If you grew up in the hood, you understand you have mad different, we had to deal with a lot of different shit. Robbers, killers, gangsters.
I grew up in Southside
hustlers.
Jamaica, my dude.
See?
Of course.
You got the
It's everywhere.
scammers now?
It's everywhere.
Yeah, and everybody's shooting now. Everybody thugs. So it's like, if you know that's what's going on, you gotta do shit different. You're not gonna walk through no bullets. I don't give a fuck what nobody say.
A rapper told us that you know, a lot of artists and gun dudes, they're scared to come to Jersey and New York because of the laws.
Yeah.
And they said they got the X-rays.
Yeah.
That will X-ray your whip. And
Yeah.
if you got your shit.
Jersey on some supernatural shit.
Yo, to talk
You know what I'm
about
saying? It's the Garden State. Jersey got money, period. Like they
Top to
gonna
bottom.
pay for their police force. that's just what it's gonna be, because the residents of Jersey and these affluent neighborhoods, they really get at the police like, look, protect my neighborhood. You know what I mean? Now the inner cities, that's something totally different.
Yeah.
So if you coming over here and you in Hackensack, the wrong part of Hackensack, Inglewood, Edgewater, you could do some shit over there, but you gonna get caught. Like, cause they response rate is so crazy. They always been like that. And it's like they come from every town to get your ass. Yeah,
We just was over there.
Yeah.
We filmed out there, and I said, yo, the police niggas. I told Ghost, I said, if you live over here, you safe. Ain't no niggas doing no crime over there.
Yeah, no.
No niggas doing no crime over there, cause they not playing.
And now they don't play with that. They don't really play with that shit. Like, they on they shit, and it's like you can't blame them. You know.
That's why when TJ got jammed up over the bridge, we were like, what?
Yeah.
Like, we were like,
That shocked me.
Everyone.
That shocked me too. That shocked me for somebody even to catch to catch something like that, because I'm quite sure I didn't follow it too much. You know what I mean? But I hope homeboy is all right. But I know whoever was involved they probably
caught him.
Yeah, because the easy pass.
Yeah.
Bro, they caught
You're
him,
on
bro.
camera.
That's Jersey, like sometimes it's just better to just let that shit go, because now you jammed up. You know what I mean?
So what's next for you, Danny? So we wrap this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's on your plans with these 30 and these 50? You know what I'm saying?
Don't take that lightly, man.
What's the cash?
When I say 30, because that's crazy. I said 30 because I'm going to 50.
Oh,
You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm going to 50.
Yeah.
It could be like that. It's going to be like that. So what's next is just pushing my agenda across that line.
How you gonna get 50 niggas out? So you plan on putting 20 niggas out a year? So I'm gonna develop that?
All right, so let's do the math here.
Okay.
If you know me, you know me. So I got 50 friends that been on.
Okay.
That's self-made. I done touched 100 friends that's self-made, at least, through all the states and cities that I've been in. You know what I mean? It's the same recipe. It's just music. You feel me? It's like you got a product and you stand behind your product no matter what. You put the right ingredients in it. When you put that shit in the oven to bake that shit and come out, and if you like it, you give it to another big nigga and he like, God damn, where you get this shit from? You know what I mean? You need to sell this shit. So that's what I'm doing. I'm selling the shit that I know how to put out good product. And it's gonna be good product. I'm not gonna put out no bullshit. You feel me? And I'm gonna push it across that line, because it's the same thing with Universal. How many artists they got?
Matter.
All right, matter of fact, let's take it back. How many artists did Master P have?
jeez.
Yeah, let's go back. That's how many artists did Young Money have? We could go, because they had a lot of artists. And some of the artists, all you seen was that logo, that No Limit. And you like, oh, I'm buying that.
So the logo's AMG.
Yeah, the logo's AMG, American Music Group. American Music Group, that's what it is. It's just like, and I'm gonna make sure all the material is good. It's just good music. It's coming from our soul. It could be done. I'm gonna make it happen. You know what I mean? I fell short of making that happen, but it's like we put 30 people on anyway. But WAP,
It was a lot of dudes with that, with Monty, the other Dice.
Yeah.
Was that part of your plan back then? Did you want to put a lot of niggas out? Did you want to sign a lot of niggas, or is this a new strategy?
Nah, it has always been my plan, because where we come from, it's like, it's so much talent there. And you ask me, like, well, what's wrong with Jersey? Why Jersey not on?
Is it ego?
My ego, you saying?
No, the Jersey ego. Is the ego, you saying, within the artists in Jersey?
I just think that's just a part they didn't teach themselves yet. They didn't get a book and read. They didn't network right. They didn't understand the level of knowing you and you.
They don't know how to network, though. You know how many
that's what I'm
people,
saying.
I be looking, I'm out here, and I need people to want to network with me as well for me to make more money. That's what I be saying, right?
Exactly, yeah.
But nobody is out. I don't think that they understand how to network or understand what value that they could bring you.
Exactly.
All they ever call is, can I intern for you? Can I work for you? Can I do this? Bro, listen.
You know what?
There's
That's the
other
standard
things,
shit.
But there's other things that we can do. Why are you not asking me how to make money with
Exactly.
me?
That's not
There
a
you
question
go.
that's... I agree with you.
You know what I'm saying?
But then you know what it is? Go to school, go to college,
Yeah.
and then intern and get a job. It's the formula of, can I intern for you?
You can intern.
Yeah.
I mean, that's more of, and I'm gonna be honest, if I was a record label, if I was a radio station, you intern with me. But when you see independent people, we have our own independent shows. We do everything independent. We funding it. We getting money from it. You have to come at me and say, how can we get some money together? That's how you network with somebody. What's your value? What are you gonna bring to the table? Do you work at a champagne company? If you do, can you send me cases? Let's start there.
Let me say this. Let me throw a curveball. Maybe they're self-aware enough to know they don't know how they're gonna bring you money. See, you know you're gonna bring yourself money, and you know how to identify money.
That's right.
So does he. But that comes with a confidence. That comes with a 1% mentality. Some people is probably self-aware enough to know, I don't know how I'm gonna bring them money. If somebody tells you, I don't know how I'm gonna bring you money, are you gonna take a chance on them?
Nah, you need to
See how you laughing?
You need to sit down. I'm keeping it a
Ain't nothing wrong with what you
That's
saying.
that call that you be like, all right, well, I'm gonna think about it. I'm gonna call you back. If we keeping it real, no, I'm not gonna take you seriously because this is a money game. What are you bringing to the table to make money? I understand. I always say this to people. You want it to be creative. Creativity is a part of the game. We have to be creative in business.
In business,
This whole shit, you have to be creative.
You have to be.
in how you're coming. Because he used to talk to me and say, are you creative in business? You got to be. And I would say no.
No. What I said was, he would talk about structures and getting money. And I'm like, that's because you have a creative understanding for getting money and numbers. He's like, anyone can do it. And I said, if everyone was good at business, everyone would have money.
There you go.
Like how you thought about the 30 units, the 1,400, how you gonna flip it back, then how you gonna structure the money. That's a creative skill set, even though it's fundamentally structural. I just think that one side of the brain knows how to do it versus the other side. Because he feels like everyone can do it. I'm like, yo, bro, your own family said, my son has a computer in his head. And they get money, people. You're just like,
And I'm speaking from the thought process of this.
Go for
I'm
it.
be honest. If I don't know nothing about management and I want to be a manager, I can learn from Danny Sue.
That's true.
To be a manager.
There you go.
And you know what Danny's gonna tell me? Yo, get with a lawyer the same way Ron Browse. And the lawyer will walk you through so many different things. If you take time, you will learn it. And then you will understand. This is the thing that my wife always tells me that she didn't understand because she didn't respect the music business at all. She didn't respect it. She thought it was play. She thought it was playtime until every music business, because my wife is a get money nigga. She owned lounges and restaurants and shit. So once I brought the structure of the music business on how to promote your product, and I argue with them about promo and marketing. That's our biggest fight with them, right?
That's the biggest thing, marketing.
But they don't see it that way. It's a different way that they want to market and promote compared to how we know it, right? And think it. So I brought my way of thinking to my wife. And it took her, she didn't like it, boom, boom, boom. After she started to understand, she started to say, damn, the music business not only teaches you how to deal with people one-on-one, gutter niggas. It teaches you how to deal with upper echelon niggas. If you never dealt with white people, you know how to deal with them. There's gangster gay-ass niggas in this motherfucker. You're dealing with people, that are gay. You got to respect them too. You're dealing with mobsters. You're dealing with creators. You're dealing with all these different people, and you got to take these people and learn how to mix and merge with them. You gotta learn who you getting money from. You gotta learn how to get the money from them. You gotta learn how to give people what they need. You gotta learn how to find out what they need. And once you do all those things, you're putting deals together. You're structurally bringing this one, and that one together.
All that shit?
And he thinks everyone can do it.
That's a lot of shit, but I understand that.
I get what he's saying.
But there's a lot of motherfuckers like, you lost me.
Let me show you what you just did. That's like a record producer thinking everyone can make a record. Just press the keys like this and sequence like that.
Yeah.
Then you're gonna run it through here, and then you're gonna put it here. Fetty, stand this from the mic. Danny, plug the XLR. That's what you just did.
But you can't learn it.
Yeah, you
No,
can't
I'm
learn
not
it.
saying.
You can't learn it.
But are they gonna be good like, that's like saying I can learn to shoot like Steph Curry.
There are niggas that don't, there are, and I'm gonna say this on camera.
Yeah.
There are, and niggas gonna get mad at me because they gonna say I think I'm all that. Niggas don't know what I know in this business, and they made way more money than me. They've been way more, they got way further than me. They know, most of the motherfuckers that's at the top that people are dreaming of that's under Jay-Z or under Puff Daddy, them niggas don't know nothing.
That's
you know what they
fortune.
did? They did what the white people did. You know how white people say, you're gonna learn it.
You're gonna learn it, yeah.
You know what? You're loyal to me. I trust you. Danny, you're gonna learn it. They just have to be put, if you put yourself in a position that you really want to learn it, like I learned all my information I told you from the book, from the Kashif book, everything you need to know about the music business. I did that in college. That's the nigga one.
What
you know
college
what I'm
you went
saying?
to? What college you went to?
The Morgan State.
You went to what? Nigga, you see me in Baltimore, nigga.
Exactly.
I'm right down the street.
I was out there. You know, I was out there with, I was in college, but I swear with Sean Green out there. You know what I'm saying? When Sean was the guy out there. You know what I'm saying? So I learned it.
You're a street nigga for real.
Yeah. He was right down the street from me.
I was nigga, I lived in Dutch Village.
Oh, see? You
Man,
y'all outside.
I was out there, you know what I'm saying? I know all the niggas party when fucking Carmelo was in school, Kim Charles. That's when Baltimore was booming. When Carmelo and when Mark Karcher and all of them was playing basketball. They had it was like a renaissance because Mike Lloyd and them didn't make it the way they were supposed to get.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
You know what I'm saying?
And if you know Baltimore, you know every street dude, every nigga getting money was at the course.
Yes, everything.
And they was balling for money.
Yes.
That's all we did down there.
That was the whole east side, west side.
See, there you go.
Nigga, I know about the mall. Nigga tried to almost killed me in the mall.
You think?
Nigga.
Come on, man.
Yeah, nigga. So,
I got war stories
Mondon,
down
man,
there.
all that.
Yeah,
Man,
he said
Mondon, man. Come on, so I was that's the old me. You know
so
what I'm saying?
you know.
Yes,
See,
yes,
he definitely
I do.
know what he's talking about.
Yes, I do.
You know what I'm saying?
So
Shout out to my old block, Biddle and Chase, Patterson Park.
And this is why I said,
nigga, I lived on North and Broadway.
That's what I'm saying, right down the street.
Nigga, the dope spot was right in back.
and that goes to, that's why I said everybody can't get the money and do what y'all do. It's different. And y'all been through scars. Y'all been through real shit. I'm not saying a clean cut dude can't do it, but it's just, exceptional niggas is exceptional niggas, bro.
Here's a lesson right here. Like, this is the funny thing I'm gonna show y'all right here. This is it. I told y'all I got 30 artists signed.
Yeah.
Right? 30.
AMG.
Yeah. Now that's what you gonna take from this whole thing. Say, yo, this nigga say he got 30 artists signed. That nigga crazy. How you gonna do that? The way I'm gonna do that is just by y'all leaving here and saying the shit you just said. Like, yo, that nigga crazy. I don't know how he gonna get 30 artists. So now you gonna remember this nigga told me he had 30 artists. So you gonna be waiting in the back of your mind somewhere later on, like, I wonder how many artists he got on yet. Or did he? Or
That's
did he
your marketing plan. That's the beginning of your marketing.
That's the beginning of the branding.
The branding.
That's right. Who told you they had 30 artists?
And when they watch
Who told you?
they're gonna
Nobody.
be like,
And then
You know
when
what I'm
got you.
Yeah. You feel me? Like, that's right. Shit, one could carry the whole load. Cause I don't trick my money. I don't fuck it up. So you know what I mean?
One banger.
One banger.
I just told Clue, I shouldn't say this on camera, but I don't give a fuck. But they can't do it.
Yeah.
I just told Clue, I said with Skane and everybody and all these different positions, I told Clue, man, him just need to sign 10 niggas.
Yeah, shout out to Skane.
You know what I'm saying?
Or
just,
network. All you gotta do is network.
Yeah, just
call OG, Danny, say, yo, what's the talent you got? I'm like, come on, I'll show you some. Take a pick of the litter.
I'm thinking about signing 10 niggas to doing these single deals, and I fuck with Clue, I fuck with Self, I fuck with Will, and really launching niggas out. I'm trying to do something where everybody get paid together.
See, but it's hard. It's hard to get paid together because nobody see that vision until you bring that vision into light.
Yeah, but that's always my vision. My vision with us always, even with the show that me and Clue got, he produces it. He still cuts everything up. He films it. Everything is us getting together. If I'm gonna make $1, any way that I can, I want them to be able to make money too.
See, that's how it is.
You know what I'm saying? So we all could be enthused about working. You gotta be enthused to work together.
One of my favorite joys is if money come in, I'm like, yo, here's some.
Yeah.
And he was like, yo, but what you do? I said, my nigga, this shit don't work when I only make money. When this nigga make money, that should be a different vibe. Especially when it comes unexpected.
Yeah.
He like this, yo.
Yeah.
I got plans.
Yeah.
And then, especially when he thinking too much outside of the business, I'm like, yo, we about to go broke.
Yeah.
He thinking about life shit. Nah, fuck this shit. He need to think about. When he think about other shit, oh, this money be coming. Anytime he got to think about life shit, I'm like, fuck, man, I can't eat.
So every time he think about something, that money come in.
What?
I just
see
go
the new
home
network?
and
You know what I'm saying? This is how it go.
That's how it go. Because of him, I haven't had to work a job for a while. He helped me quit my job.
Stop right there. Stop right there. Industry, everybody, you listening to this.
Yeah.
You see what you just said?
Yeah.
You gave your man his props.
Of course.
But then you backing him up what you know how to do.
Of course.
And you not trying to do what he know how to do. You like, that's why we partners. Part of
our biggest argument, though, he is trying to get me to understand his way of thinking because it relieves the stress.
Yeah, it does.
And he knows I'm capable of it. That's been our biggest obstacle.
Not just him, them.
Them. Yes.
Them.
Yes.
But I'll be like, yo, concentrate on money. Don't think that we're gonna do something hot and it's just gonna create money. I believe in marketing the whole side of it.
101.
Because me and him just talked today. I can't believe we're talking about this on camera. Me and him just talked today, and I said, we're getting a lot of sweat away from YouTube, right? They don't look at me as a YouTuber. If they did, then they would go to YouTube and find me. Right? But they look at me as an overall personality. He does shows here.
Yes.
He might act over here. He might do some modeling over here. He might host over here. So they don't look at me as a YouTuber. They find me in all different places. And all of these people like it at a different time. My Instagram people want it early. They want clips early. They want BTS early. They want
that's the microwave shit. That's the air fryer shit.
YouTube is willing to wait and give me the whole product at this time. Right? So what I'm trying to figure out is how to merge and market and promote them. Because my idea on Instagram is, I come from DJ Clue.
Yeah.
I put my shit out early. I'm putting it out early, so you can be looking for my shit crazy. But on the YouTube shit, that's not good. Because when they see it, they want to go see the whole shit.
They want to see the whole shit.
You know what I'm saying? So that's been my little dilemma on how to market and promote consistently to feed the people that want to see me.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
See, that's the catch. Because it's like, from what you know, that's a hell of a plan. But it's hard for somebody else to understand that. But you manifesting it now, and it's gonna come together like that because you putting energy into it. See, if you put that energy out there, it's gonna be received. It's coming around. It might not pause. It's coming around. It might not be like right now, but it's coming. But you also gotta see what he said, like how I'm gonna get them. They want it all. They want it like what you gotta do. That's part of. And when you keep saying it, the more clear it becomes what you gotta do. You know, and then it's the same thing as just like networking. Sometimes, like he said, it's like, it ain't what I know. I don't want to know what you know. I don't want to know what you know. I want to know what I know so I could be that big ass piece of that puzzle right there.
But does that only work when, if he says something, I just go with it because I don't want to know what he knows. Or if I say something, he got to go with it.
Well, you got to take it back to who you are, how you are. You don't go with a lot of shit anyway. Am I correct?
Yeah.
It's always going to be a little resistance, right?
Yeah, both of us.
Both of us. Yeah. But like it only works when we merge. You know, a lot of our disagreements is just a passion of philosophy.
Of trying to win.
That's it. We want to win.
Which way do we gotta go to win?
Okay.
Like he's a home run hitter. Me, get a couple of singles, doubles. We're stealing bases. We're gonna have the catcher going crazy. Whereas he might be like, let's go in the post. Let's work. And I'm like, let's shoot the threes, bro. But the philosophy is just
Instead of-
merging
yeah,
both
merging.
games
No,
together.
but you got to stay who you are because that's your passion. You don't ever want to turn your passion down. You don't want to tune it down because you're on a path. Like somebody told me, I'm gonna tell you something. Leo Cohen told me. He said the way that you know you're doing good business with a partner or with somebody else is that if you both got a bad taste in your mouth.
What do you mean by that?
Hold on.
I caught that. That's real. Yo,
Hold on.
Yo, that's real shit. No, I caught it.
Now, when I heard, I'm a street nigga, so I'm like, hold up, pause.
Wow.
You feel me?
Yeah, that's
so
profound.
that's a major pause. But it came out of a situation because we fought each other a lot. Like back and forth all the time. We had to bang over the projects and shit like that. But that's normal. You understand? So if you don't bang over what you believe in, you know, if I tell you a plan, you like, nah, fuck that.
Oh, that's like when we don't speak to each other.
Yeah.
Girl code just spoke on that yesterday.
Yeah.
Like when he get on my nerves, they be like, she was like, how do y'all deal with that? I was like, I just don't speak to nigga. I just go smoke weed and don't speak to
There you
nigga
go.
until
You
tomorrow.
gotta
That's
take
that bad taste in your mouth.
Yeah, that's your bad taste in your mouth. So you gotta have that because it's gonna open you guys up for more greatness. So we fought hard as hell, but look at us. We went diamond. You know what I mean?
That's not
like, that's
how many
a great
people
team.
can say that.
There's not a lot of people can say that. You know what I mean?
Yo.
And then we got over 9 other singles that's multi-platinum. Period. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? We got another single that's creeping up to diamond too. Like, let's go a whole nother one. You understand what I'm saying? So, you feel me? Like, this shit is like...
It's the American dream. Though.
Yeah, but it's this that beef, against your partner. Like, I don't mean it, just don't take it personal, but we on the field. We got to get hit and we going to hit back harder. That's just what it is. You're not going to be a champion if you're not taking no punches. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I got on both ends. Dame taught me a lot of shit too. Dame Dash, like, you know what I mean? Like, his OG, that's my brother. So, I've been through the wars mentally. You ever been through a war where your brain is tired? You never had. You had that? Did you really have a brain?
That's when I say he be thinking too much. It's gonna fuck
Yeah.
our money up. I've been around him for years.
People don't understand what brain tired means.
My brain, I just spoke
trying
to my wife today,
Yo.
and I said, I just told my wife this morning, this is word to God. I said, I need to go on a vacation. And she said, yo, it's time for your brain to rest. I said, yeah, because I said, I'm doing shows and they cool, but they not what I want them to be.
Yeah.
And that's because
Do
I
you
know
feel like you're on cruise control?
No, I just feel like I'm overworked. See, I go take care. I do a lot of things off camera.
Yeah.
Like go back and forth to Pittsburgh to take care of my parents. And I'm putting in physical labor, physical work. You know what I'm saying?
Pittsburgh crazy up
I'm
there
moving,
too.
I'm trying to move. I'm fixing up one apartment, trying to buy a whole nother crib. Right now, so just dealing with my wife with that. I'm in marriage counseling. I'm doing
Salute to marriage counseling.
It's working. It's working, but it's still
You know what else
more
we didn't
shit
talk
that I
about?
gotta do.
You're a commodity now.
Yeah.
You're popular now. There's
I still got shit going on with my daughter, my baby mama.
You see what I just talked about
Yeah,
7
see?
minutes
Yeah,
ago?
yeah,
So that's
yeah.
when I be like, yo, what's up?
Yeah,
I got you, my nigga.
But I just don't really talk about it. It's just something that is constantly just dealt with. And there's more bills. I'm paying for more shit now.
But you...
like, it's just more shit. Like,
I was waiting to see what come behind the baby mama.
Yeah.
More bills and shit.
No,
Like,
but it
yo,
ain't the baby
yeah.
mom.
Nah,
The bills is the
your
bills is
responsibilities.
now- Yeah, just
Yes.
helping my
That's
parents
what I'm
out
talking
more.
about.
You-
Okay.
You gotta buy more shit.
You're a responsible person.
Because of what's going on. Yeah, so with all
and
those other
you
things
getting
going
older,
on.
so
Hell
responsibility is
yeah.
laying on you. But that's a great man right there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We don't like it gets you tired, exhausted. But if you wasn't, this is a funny thing about him, right?
So,
If he wasn't doing it, he'd
I'd be
be
like, my
going
life is
crazy.
wasted.
he be like, yo, let me tell you.
Yeah.
When
That's what I'm saying.
we first started this
I ain't
show,
gonna lie. I be like, I ain't doing shit, yo.
Yeah,
I be
yeah,
doing way
yeah.
more.
when we
See?
first started the show, right? We came up with the idea. I'm very particular because I'm like, I already knew what his skill set was. So I'm like, we're gonna come out the gate. So I wasn't worried about the talking. I was worried about the production.
Okay.
So we went through one of the camera dudes. It was trash. He
Terrible.
ain't know.
Yeah.
He's like, yo, let's put that. I said, that shit ain't coming out.
Shit was terrible, girl.
Yo, and
And he caught it.
no, look, the moment I was like, yo, he ain't white balanced, this shit is yellow.
Yeah, see?
Oh, fuck, whatever. And he's used to throwing out shit early. But I'm like, bro, if we throw it out, it's like wearing dirty sneakers to the mayor's office. It ain't gonna work. So I said, I waited months. He's like, what's up with the show? Y'all niggas ain't serious? You're not fucking serious.
That's what I'm talking about.
And I'm like, bro,
We give me a moment.
I'm
like,
serious.
yeah.
I'm serious in a calm way.
Yeah.
I'm too radical. I'll
See, that's
I'll
why
lose my mind if I'm worse than him. Because I'm like, yo, fuck this shit. So I'd rather just be calm. So I'm searching. And then my dude lost his job. I said, we got a camera, nigga.
Yeah, see?
He said, we sure? I said, we good now.
Yeah.
I said, watch. And, you know, we here right now.
That's why I always tell people, before you flip out on your partner or somebody that you you doing business with and you cool with, go through it with them. Don't just cut it off because y'all great for each other. You worried about the camera, he worried about dropping shit. If you drop shit that's fucked up, then the drop ain't gonna be the drop.
No, he's way more anal now. He'll look like,
because he know.
Yo, we had a collaboration. So nigga, I'm taking myself off this shit.
Yeah.
I said, damn, man.
You was going in.
That shit gotta look right, man.
But he know. But what he knows, I ain't gonna feel a way about it. Because I'm just like, fuck it. We just gonna adjust.
I don't gotta worry about that shit no more because we got space going.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The only time we gotta worry about that is when Ghost go to California, we making our own clips.
Yeah,
like, yo,
but
we don't want to bother him. Then I'm calling him like, yo, this is blurry, bro.
Yo,
I kept saying, I'm waiting for Ghost to get back. This shit blurry, this shit trash, bro. I'm not.
Yeah, I had to send him a video like 6 times, and he's like, I guess this one can work. And it did a lot of numbers, but he kept saying, you know, if it was a little bit sharper, instead of 30,000, we would have did 90. I said, you want to know something? I know that already, and I'm mad. But at least we did 30. And you know what he said? Like a money nigga, it ain't 90.
Yeah. See, that's the case.
And
a perfectionist.
and you know what? I'm not mad at that, though. I'd be like, he right. So what am I going to figure out to make sure the next 10 ain't blurry?
That's
it.
That's a partner you want to have because it's like this. Like when I said I don't want to have to know what you know.
Yeah.
I have to know because you gotta. That's how you gonna get your brain freed up a little bit. Anybody that you doing business with, you know your man Ghost right there. Salute to you, Ghost the cameraman. He gonna handle that camera shit.
Yo, he handles a whole lot more
that's
shit.
what I'm saying.
Yo,
Then you gonna handle your shit.
Yeah, all day.
That's what make a team. But if you running around trying to micromanage him and him, you know, now they up to the part where you don't have to do that no more. So you let that go. Somebody call you like, that's a ghost situation. What you call ghost?
Yeah, I do that.
Oh, no, he do that?
I do that.
He do that?
I do that.
You know
Like,
what I mean?
that ain't for me, bro. Like, yo, bro, that ain't for me.
do
That's
that.
a ghost
But
situation.
that's where you start freeing up more time, and you like, damn.
I do that with them already.
Yeah,
I just
he
got
do.
so much other shit going. Like, I'm trying to take over.
Yeah.
If
30 niggas, you can.
I'm trying to take over.
That's what you try to do.
I'm trying.
One of your songs is gonna have to be 30 niggas.
Yeah,
well, not niggas, but you know, 30 for 30.
30 for 30. Yeah. The one for Yeah.
Oh.
Salute to K Slade.
Yeah.
You know, rest in peace, K. He was solid, man. Feel me?
Yeah, boy. Everybody got nothing but good things to say about K Slade. That's 110%.
K, that's my, you know, I'll tell you a quick story about K. K, that's my guy, okay? One time I brought him up the Trap Queen, right? The Trap Queen song. This is what I was running around, I had to see the DJs or whatever. Before we pop. So K was like, you know, K super old school. He classic hip hop. He like, yo, Paul, I don't fuck with that. Am I right?
And you know he has a dead face.
He dead serious. And he like,
He not smiling.
And K like, yo. I'm like, K, just say. He's like, yo, I don't fuck with that. And I said, yeah. I said, see, K, we cut from the same cloth. And he wondering like, what you mean? I'm like, listen, man, I was like that before I started listening to down south music. See, you went to Morgan State, so you already know.
I lived down south
that's
too.
what I'm
Cash
saying.
Money, that's all they paid was Cash Money.
T.I.
Yo, Lil Wayne. They was on them niggas before everybody, but way before niggas.
So that's how. So I was like, K, remember the South Way? He was like, yeah, Paul, but you know I'm in New York. I was like, yeah. I said, but all right, this is what I'm gonna do with you, K. I ain't gonna do this with you, but just what I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be like, yo, all them chicks that you got with Straight Stunt Magazine, they gonna be listening to WAP if they not listening already. And guess who else gonna listen to them? Who's listening to them and playing them right now? I said the kids. I said, so after I leave here, watch, just make your calls. He was like, yeah, but I just don't, you know what I'm saying? So 2 weeks later, right?
You gotta put your record on.
Nah, K called me like, yo, you know, K real. He's like, yo, nah, Paul, you know, you was right. Like that, my bad, you know, cause all my bitches, you know what I mean? All of them. Like, so when I come back up there, he got, you know, he keep a thick bag.
Yeah, all the time.
And she like, hey, I'm like, yo, yeah, what up? You know what I mean? And K like, I'm saying, like, they know the shit, they like the shit, yo. He said, but I'm kind of going with it now too. So, and I was like, that's all I asked. I said, K, the catch to being successful is to be innovative too and see shit before it's happening. Trust a nigga like me because, you know, we come from the same. Like, trust me, I'm not, if I'm going that route, it's just the route that I'm paving the way for a reason. I can't do the same shit everybody else is doing. That's why we stagnated.
That's what he been saying.
You know what I mean? You can't.
How we roll out, how we do content.
Yeah, you gotta be a renegade at this shit.
Yeah.
Gotta be.
And it's no other way, bro.
It's the best way to close it out, man.
No doubt. Yo, like, subscribe, super thanks. We might start doing lives soon.
Oh, yeah.
Hind wants us to start doing YouTube lives and all that soon, so we might start doing those soon. But please tap in, and you can find Danny Sue. How they can find you? You
can find Danny Sue on IG. Danny Sue, DANNYSU _AMG. You know what I mean? You can follow my page, the American Music Group page. It's American Music Group _AMG, but you spell it AMERICANGRP _AMG.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
So
That's
if you're an
Instagram.
artist and you want to be part of the 50 rollout niggas.
He rolling them out.
Look out for Brazio. I'm telling you. You know what I mean? And my man 90 Racks.
Isn't Brazio, didn't he just do a show with Beans or something?
Yeah, he just did a show with Beans.
90 Racks? Where he from?
He's from Newark. He be home soon. You know what I mean?
No, because I like it's already ignorant.
Yeah.
So I need his music.
Yo.
You already say he's not home yet? Oh, no, I need all that shit.
They was going crazy over 90. Even King Vamp. Like, we got some shit. We just, you know, it's a lot of smoke, but it's a lot of, I gotta clear that shit.
Bring 90 Racks to me. I'm gonna do a remix.
There you go. All right, my guy.
Jersey in the building.
AMG, my guy.